the feeling around LeBron James, around the league, is that he's going to go at least one more season.
What does LeBron want?
I don't know what the future holds for me, obviously.
He would have some appetizing options.
I go to Golden State and I join Steph Curry.
You don't want to go on this big farewell tour in a Lakers uniform. Damn it, I want to see you back in the crib.
Hey, wherever it is, it's a good bet he's going to pick up some hardware. 2 MVPs, first stint with the Cavs, 2 more, and first 2 titles in that 4-year run in South Beach, an iconic Finals MVP and championship in the return to the land, and 4th Finals MVP and title with the Lakers in the bubble. What's next? That is the question looming over the entire league, and we do have some records on the horizon for the King in his 24th season, a chance to move into 4th in assists all-time. He needs 76 to pass Jay Kidd, 29 steals shy of passing the glove, Gary Payton, for the 5th most on that list, which leads us to a very special LeBron edition of Full Court Press. Y'all ready? Okay, let's begin with senior writer Anthony Slater, who covers the Warriors. What's the latest on their pursuit of LeBron, Slater?
Yeah, they continue to get indications that they're on LeBron James' short list, but, you know, I'm hearing a growing belief from them that they don't necessarily believe they're at the top of that short list. And, you know, if they're not able to get LeBron done, you're looking at a roster that probably is going to remain relatively stable. They've re-signed Melton, Porzingis, Horford, Draymond Green is likely back. But you do have people around the league wondering, looking at the Warriors' draft ammo, looking at the way they strategically structured Kristaps Porzingis' contract so it can be traded, and wondering if they can execute a trade that could maybe lure LeBron James.
Yeah, that's Anthony Davis' question of it all. All right, Jamal Collier covers the Cavs. Jamal, what are Cleveland's plans to lure James back home for that 3rd and final chapter?
Well, there is interest in that 3rd reunion with LeBron James, but the Cavs also have some roster things to figure out. James Harden opted out of his deal last year. There's still an expectation that they're going to re-sign him to some kind of multi-year deal. But the Cavs were over the second apron last year, Hannah, which means they only have the vet minimum to offer LeBron at the moment. That's why they've been canvassing the league for a potential trade for guys like Max Strus or Dennis Schroeder to potentially offload some salary. Cavs have got to hope, if happiness is going to be the driver for LeBron in this decision, that home is ultimately going to be where the heart is.
Also, of course, played in South Beach. Wendy, what's the best path to get him back there?
Well, you could have Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's their big offseason move, as part of the pitch, but you know, they really need to fill out their roster first. They did get a nice signing with Tim Hardaway, but you'd want to have LeBron know exactly what his role was going to be. They're a little bit heavy in their front court right now, so get some guys on their roster at minimums that would appeal to LeBron, and then pitch again. To be honest with you, I don't love Miami's fit for LeBron. I think they would be further back in the pack. I know that he was there before, but I'm not going to make a strong case here because I don't think they've got the strongest case.
I agree.
You know who's Burke seconds that. Okay. You know who seems to be kind of moving up in the pack now? It's the Sixers. We just heard Shams reference them for the first time. They trade for Jaylen Brown. We have this very interesting post, too. Okay, so the brother of the new Sixers GM, Mike Gansey, with an emoji next to a throwback photo of LeBron and Gansey in high school.
Shout out to the plain dealer team from 2000.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. Gansey was runner-up to LeBron for Ohio's Mr. Basketball Award. I don't know if that's like we're drawing like too many parallels.
It's a cool
here,
photo.
Why not?
It's a cool photo.
Yeah.
But he won a ring with Gansey.
Yeah. There you go. Does Gansey and the Sixers, do they have another move here to entice LeBron? Like, what does this look like now?
Well, all week, Brian Windhorst has said, go make a move, right? Go make a move if you want to entice LeBron James to come. And what Philadelphia did yesterday was they swapped out a 36-year-old and Paul George, as we could show on the 3D lineup, for a 29-year-old James Harden. And when you look at it, and they also signed Dean Wade, and they signed Anthony Simons today. Is that the move? Is that the move?
Is that enough?
Well,
is that the move?
Is this lineup enough?
So a key factor in any sort of Philadelphia pursuit of LeBron is Tyrese Maxey. That is not only because of his talent, which is awesome, but he's a Clutch. He's one of Clutch's core clients. He's basically part of LeBron's extended family. So you would not only have Jaylen Brown as the addition, you would have Tyrese Maxey as your drawing card.
Wait, so can you explain that? So Rich Paul, Tyrese Maxey, what do you mean that he's key? You mean like a conversation between the two? The recruiting of LeBron?
There's a long-standing relationship between Tyrese Maxey and LeBron because of clubs.
Right.
Like, they recruited Tyrese Maxey out of college. They've nurtured them together. They've been to many events together. Joel Embiid also won a gold medal with LeBron, and the 24 Paris team definitely has some closeness to it. I've been talking all week about how Steph Curry could be a drawing card for him. So there's that connection too. But the connection to Philly is Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey and the clutch connection, that would be where you would make your recruitment. And then obviously the Jaylen Brown move is a statement that we can win the Eastern Conference.
The city of brotherly love has finally found their brother in Jaylen Brown. And the process is finally processing. And it's still going to process. The first domino to fall was getting Daryl Morey out of there. Okay, they got that part. Now you got Bob Myers overseeing everything. Also, the highlight that Rich Paul and Josh Harris are pretty damn cool as well.
That's the only.
And if you're LeBron James and you see these moves, these powerful moves, and a little bit of popular moves that are being made, this becomes eye candy. This is one of the most polarizing franchises in sports. It's a huge market. They've been they've been dying.
They were embarrassed. They were embarrassed by the Knicks in the playoffs.
They were, but
absolutely embarrassed.
But Hannah, they've been dying to make a legit finals run. Like, for you to go to that city, do you understand, Brian, what that would do even more for your legacy, as if you need any more enhancement?
Yeah, Philly hasn't been to the conference finals in 30 years.
Since they went to the NBA Finals.
You know, and they did get beat by the Knicks pretty bad, which a lot of people did.
But in an arena filled with the Knicks fans.
But apparently they dropped the dagger in what was left of the Celtics. So I will say they did some damage.
Exactly. I was truly hoping that we could retire the phrase "the process." Can we? Can we please retire that phrase?
I don't think
you said we're still processing.
But Hannah, I don't think the process ever started. They tried to get it started with Ben Simmons, and then they moved on to Paul George. So at least it's starting the process a little bit right now.
Listen, the Knicks won for the first time in 53 years. They have not won a title since 1983.
God bless America.
Last word here, Bobby?
Well, we're going to do it in the next segment. How about that? Where do they stack up in the Eastern Conference?
Oh, Bobby with the tease. Thank you very much. Man, you're still my gig here, buddy. All right. How do the Sixers stack up against the rest of the East? And the starters for this year's WNBA All-Star Game have been released. You'll want to hear who's going to be starting in Chicago later this month. And, oh yeah, somebody hit the LeBron silencer last night with Team USA's win. We're going to take a look back at some of those best sellies.